So this is a business meeting. Queenie, you got to make sure that we do everything we're supposed to do as far as the business meeting stuff. Um, we have had the prayer. This will serve as your call to order as well. As far as those on the roster, we got myself and Queenie. We got Verlin over there. Is Lisa there? And the young ladies there too?
Yes.
All right. Hello, everybody. So we got Lisa, Abe, Liv. All right, got that.
Yeah.
And then we at least have one Brown.
We don't know which
I
one.
don't know which one. Got the Browns in attendance. Give y'all a chance to speak up again. Sis, Brother Brown. Reverend Brown, sis.
Good morning. It's something
There
going
you
on with my
go.
speaker. Yeah, it's going in and out. Good morning,
All right.
everyone.
Good. Can you see our screen?
It's a little bleared for me.
All right. I'm gonna make it a
It's
little.
not too clear. It's a little bleared.
All right, I'm gonna come off of here. I was just showing when I come to the YNAB, you tell me if you can see that better. I just wanted to show the bank accounts here and just show that we do indeed have $7,232 with 71 cents in the ministry bank account. And then I'm gonna come off of here and go quickly to the YNAB. Can you see that better, sis?
No, it's bleared.
Is it
Hey,
blurred
Sister
on your
Brown.
end, Berlin?
I can
Lee?
zoom. I zoom up on it. Sister Brown, depending on what device you're viewing from, say like if it's your phone or your tablet, just zoom in or pinch the zoom up, and that probably will help you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's the tablet. So,
Oh, okay. Well, we'll be very descriptive. I'm gonna go ahead. Queenie, can you do the math? I need to do a reconciliation. I'll just do it on here. So it's showing 54.82 with 71, and it should be 72.32 with 71 cents. So I
Go
need
back to the 54.82.
with 71, and it should be
It's a
72.32 with
variance
71.
of 1750.
All right, so we're gonna add a reconciliation transaction in here. Wonder if it let me get away without putting the payee. We'll see. So the process is we're gonna add the reconciliation, y'all, and then we're gonna go back. We got to go line item by line item and try to find where this 1600, this 1750 variance is. Hopefully, it's all in one chunk, but we shall see. Y'all understand what I'm doing? Trying to reconcile the
Yeah,
budgeting tool to what's actual.
we with you.
When I do my reconciliation, until I find out when it actually is, I put it out in the previous year, so it doesn't affect what's going on this year. All right, there we go. So now we have the 72.32 with 71 cents. I just want to say it again, especially since we're tape recording this. This isn't Carlos with some sleight of hand. We actually have, we literally, the bank isn't going to lie, right? We actually have $7,232 with 71 cents in the bank. There is something by the way of our inputting from bank to budgeting tool. There's something that was lost to the tune of $1,750. So we have to go and find that. What I'm happy about is that it's $1,750 to the good. In other words, we have more than what's showing. So, all right. Hopefully everyone understands that. Everybody understand? I just want you to know that we're being above board here. Everybody cool with that?
Yes.
All right. Okay. Now I was just gonna. Am I on track, Queenie? I was gonna go and kind of highlight some of the larger, some of the inflows,
Yeah, that's fine.
and thank everybody for their beautiful charity and generosity.
Yeah.
All right. So it's been a while, y'all. So bear with me, but I think you guys just are so beautiful. Um, and so since, oh man, so many givers. We got um Sister Tanya's still been giving diligently. Here, I'll do it on the report. I think it's better to do it on the report. Here. Yeah. So we got Sister Tanya's been giving diligently. And Sister Brown, thank you so much for your gifts. And the Hunts have been giving diligently. God bless you. And the Youngs. And then you have, we've also been giving from our company too, from Novel Construction. And then Sister Brown again, and then others. So thank you so much for your gifts and generosity. Anything you want to say on that, Queenie?
Nope. I mean, we'll come to this shortly, but we're at the point we've got a pretty decent surplus in the account that we need to start thinking about what other organizations or outreach we want to do to spend this money. The goal is to give back. We don't want to just hoard all this money in the bank, so we want to be able to bless people. We'll be talking about that after Carlos finishes his report.
All right. So let's do again, I think it'd be better instead of going line item here. Let's do it on the report. Do income versus expenses, and we'll do ooh, we haven't done it in a while. So we'll do January. We'll just do it on this report form. All right. In January, our gifts totaled $150, and our spending that month totaled $1,002. The breakdown for that was food, mostly food and clothing uh, for the Under the Bridge ministry, and then some toiletries, to the total of $1,152 in total expenses. So that was a net I'm sorry, the expenses was $1,152, not 1,002. So that meant the net income for that month was $1,002.62 to the bad. But we're okay with it. We had the money to cover it. This is just a month by month, y'all. And then February, we were able to have gifts of $72.50 total. And we gave back miscellaneous under the bridge. We got to break that down. Oh, we lost the receipt. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, I apologize, everybody. The purchases for the month of February, I was going back through my files. I could not find the receipts from February, but we really haven't been spending any money from this account except to support the Under the Bridge ministry.
All right.
So I just don't know the breakdown in terms of how it's distributed from groceries to clothing to toiletries.
It's okay. We just get better. That's why we're doing this. Give each other grace. All right. And then $500 in gifts for March. And I guess we didn't go under the bridge in March.
We went under the bridge, but I think we had so much surplus the previous month. We didn't have to buy anything new.
All right, good. Okay. You want to light this up so we're on task. All right. Then in April, gifts totaled $525, and we spent $437 with 88 cents. So the breakdowns, we did 137 some odd under the bridge, 176 with 64 groceries, and then 123 with 48 cents. for toiletries for a total of $437 with 88 cents. So that, so a net income, if you will, was 87 to the good for April.
So I just want to clarify one thing. So the 137 was for groceries and 176 was for clothing.
I'm on the wrong line item.
Yeah,
Oh
you
my
called
God.
it off.
Let me put on my glasses.
Don't
Don't
laugh. It's
laugh.
all for under the bridge.
Bro, don't laugh at me, man. Put on my glasses. My glasses don't help. Ain't nothing I can do. Y'all gonna have to just bear with me. My glasses are for close.
If I'm laughing at you, you laughing at me because I'm in the same situation.
All right. Then in May we had gifts of $575, and we were active under the bridge to the point of $283 with 65 cents in groceries, $162 with 70 cents in clothing for a total of $446.35. All right, then in June, 1,363 with 40 cents in gifts, and that was when you did your house goods, I guess, 36 with 84 cents. You got soap and supplies for folks under the bridge.
Mm-hmm.
So I think what's happening with under the bridge. So when was that basketball? Like, when did they move the people from under the bridge?
That wasn't that in March?
March
Yeah.
Madness.
In the
Yeah,
Yeah,
March
March Madness. Yeah.
March
So
Madness, yeah.
so they moved the folks, and so then when we went, the next couple of times we went, I don't think the need was as great.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, we were able to kind of give off of our surplus that we already, so that we already had. So we were being efficient. All right, so then came July, $4,160 in gifts, and you went crazy under the bridge. 360.
Well, we had camped off the previous couple of months, so I had some catching up to do.
Yeah, Queenie started buying them furs and everything. All right. 365 with 61 cents in groceries, and 314 with 5 cents in clothing, and 33 in toiletries. And I just want to make a note here. We're not exact here. We're doing our best. We're going to get better with these splits, even better than what we are. We're better than we've ever been. We'll get even better, I guess is the way to say that. All right, so the total giving back was $713 with 3 cents that month.
Now the splits for the recent months are pretty accurate because probably around April is when I started getting separate receipts for each category.
Yeah.
So
okay.
It should be pretty spot on.
All right. So on average, I guess we take in around 1,000. What's this? Oh, average from the beginning of the year to now. So about $1,000 and 49. Is that, I can't tell.
1,049 and 41 cents.
Lord, thank you. And gifts per month, and we tend to give $483.20, which, to no surprise, most of it is going to groceries for under the bridge. And that gives us a total of $7,345 with 90 cents in gifts. And so our net income that's showing on here for that period is $3,963 with 51. But if we showed we showed all dates, right? If we showed everything all in, then it should show that balance, right?
Yeah.
So that syncs. So all in from the commencement of the ministry, we've taken in $10,931 with 85 cents, and we've expended, help, Queenie.
We've expended You gotta move the cursor. 3,000
No, this number.
total
Total
giving
giving back.
Oh, 5,449 and 14 cents.
All right. What a blessing. And so that brings us to our total net income of $7,232.71.
Something still quite jive. If we took in just under 11,000, I'm thinking the total expenses should be this lower line, this 36, because that's the only way we can reconcile to get to the 7232. The 10,931 minus 3,699 for total expenses. There must have been some returns or something in there that's offsetting that 5,000 number.
1750. They put it, yeah. They didn't put it right. They stuck the 1750 in expenses. So we gotta reconcile that. You see this?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Queenie found out there's a fly in the ointment, in the accounting ointment. So if you look at the giving back total, it's the 5,449 with 14 cents. But then when you look at the total expenses, it's a different number at 36.99. There's a different number because that reconciliation that we just did hastily, why haste makes waste. It's for some reason this program put the 1750 as a positive transaction in expenses. So just throwing that number off. But the good news is out of a total income of $10,931 with 85 cents, we still have retained 72.32. So we have more money to give back. I think that's the story. If we wanted to look at the categories in pie shaped form, we have it here too. So, but I already kind of showed you. Yep, blessings, blessings, blessings. Thanks, Sister Brown. Sister Brown, I got to show you how to. You can make a black hand, God bless you.
Yes.
All right. Okay, so that's that. I want to leave some time to talk about where do we go from here. So we've been good at our under the bridge giving, right? So we've proven proficiency at being able to go under the bridge and give back to our beloved family under the bridge. I do believe we're at an inflection point where we can actually give back in different ways. And I just want to take I guess I want to have some conversation about it. One thing that is pressing on our hearts is
we want to set up a scholarship fund for both, to bless both our own families within Lighthouse Marriage Ministry, as well as folks outside of the ministry.
Yeah. And then anything else, I mean, so it's open for discussion. Anything that we talked about, if you have any questions or discussion points on the budget that we went over, and then anything you want to talk about going forward.
And just like you were saying, we had the scholarship. I was thinking about the like back to school, and even not just
Oh
include
yeah.
like elementary, middle, and high, but also to include college. How they need things to go back to school.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a good point. All right. Whitney's taking that down. Thanks for that. Back to school. Yeah, some folks struggle with, we could be a blessing too, like with clothes. I mean, I, so, I guess it's like we could be really a really big blessing to 2 or 3 families, or we can be a marginal blessing to 10 or something like that. I don't know. Just
Any other ideas?
This is Berlin. The Scott we and I say we, our family, we think it's a great idea as far as scholarships and then what Sister Brown was also talking about the school supplies.
Mhm.
yeah, because they get all those. I mean, those lists can be I'm glad we're out of those days. But then I mean, the worst was elementary, right? I mean,
Right.
goodness gracious,
Right.
those lists used to be pretty cumbersome. And on a family that's challenged financially, that's got to be
Um,
something.
Adds up.
when when you think about it, because of the technologically savvy society we live in, the supplies are starting to get pretty simple, but some of the major expenses, they're starting to move toward if not laptops, iPads, or some type of tablet. That's
Mhm.
it's almost a requirement.
Right.
Yeah, I didn't think
And
about
also,
that.
with the scholarships, I'm not sure, what everybody's thought process was, but I, I think we might want to think about giving the scholarship to the individuals and not just necessarily giving it to the school, just for
Oh, okay
whatever
with that.
needs
Yep.
surrounding college, not necessarily just tuition.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm good with it. Hmm. So they can go buy. Yeah, so they can. I mean, the thing about it, they're at the, Lisa, they're at that kind of pre-adult stage. So look, if they want to take the $500 and go buy tennis shoes and not be able to buy books, then that's on them. They got to make the right decision. Um, I know my church. I can't even remember the. Now I don't know if y'all can remember the numbers. I know my church did give, and they gave to me, and I just remember it really helping with a book or two. So
So would this be the right time to make a motion?
yeah,
I want to make it.
I guess so. She's so excited about it.
So seeing that we have over $7,000 in the account, and we're spending, roughly on average about $500 or so for Under the Bridge per month. We're at a steady state where the contributions that are coming in are at least going to cover the Under the Bridge more.
I was looking at it. Oh man, there was a time when we had like a couple $100 and we was wondering if we would have enough to for the Under the Bridge. So we're in a good place. Thank you, Jesus.
Yes, thank you, Lord. So my my vision, I would like to um recommend that we do $1,000 scholarships. Um, and I'm not sure how many. I'm only aware of two graduating seniors from our ministry, and that would be Aiden Fryer as well as Von. Is it Trey? One of Von's twins just graduated.
Okay.
Hunter is either Hunter or Trey. I think it's Trey.
Okay.
That just graduated. Um, and so I would like to propose or make a motion, or it's up for discussion, but I would like for us to consider $1,000 scholarships for each of them, as well as um, later in the year reserving some money for an additional scholarship for somebody outside of the ministry. And I would like for our youth to be a part of the scholarship selection process for that outside scholarship. I think that'd be really good to get their input for awarding one of their peers that's outside of the ministry, and it would help to look good on their college application. Their college applications to say that they were a part of a scholarship committee.
All right, Queenie, that's a lot of motion. That's like four. How about just the first one, and then we handle this in separate parts. The first one is $1,000 for our members. Why don't we put that to the floor for discussion, and then a vote if we're okay with it. Why don't we do that, and then we do the outside one second?
I have no discussion, but I'll second it.
Uh-oh.
What we saying, Lisa?
Oh, I'm saying I have no discussion, but I can second the motion.
I bet you do.
Y'all a mess.
What about you, Sister Brown?
I third it. So they'll both get 500 apiece. Is that what you mean, inclusive? And then what are there any requirements? Or?
No, my motion was that they would get $1,000 a piece.
So,
because with inflation, with the cost of expenses, I think, well, definitely 1,000 is more than 500, but I just think 1,000 would be a much better blessing to help cover some of those college expenses.
so $1,000 for our own members, children who are graduating and going to college. Now, criteria, like, do we got to make sure that they accepted to a college or something, like for the future?
Yeah.
And does it have to be a college? Can it be a trade school too?
It can be a trade school.
All right, college, trade school. All right, so that.
And for the future, I mean, I don't think it applies right now. I don't think anybody fits the bill, but for the future, I would like for us to consider the children or grandchildren of active members of the ministry.
Okay.
But for right now, it's just the children.
Your motion. I've never heard nobody make such. All right, so make your motion, Queen.
I move that we donate $1,000 to our 2 graduating seniors that are children of active members of the ministry. So it's such that they would get $1,000 a piece to go towards their school expenses.
All right, any questions?
To God be the glory. Amen.
Second. Any seconds? Any support for that motion?
We were going to let Sister Brown maybe second that due to a conflict of interest.
About no conflict of
I
interest.
second it.
All right, second by Sister Brown, and highly supported by Lisa.
Highly supported.
My sister, highly supported, with an asterisk, about 4 asterisks by Sister Fire. All right, so it's been moved and seconded. And
now the only thing I guess I have a question.
If you have a question, we're gonna have to go back all over it again. Parliamentary procedure. We're about to do the vote.
Well, the bylaws. Is there anything about us having a quorum for conducting business?
No.
Okay, that's all I wanted to clarify.
All right, so now we go to the vote.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Any opposed?
All right. So said. Hey, just for the record, Abe, Liv, y'all can vote too, you know.
Aye.
Amen. All right. All right. So and none opposed. So said, so carried. Woohoo! We got some checks to write. All right, cool. So happy about that. Aiden, and we got to figure out which twin. Trey? We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
one of the twins. All right. Now, the second part, while Queenie's typing, the second part of our motion was, or well, the next motion, still about scholarships, is and how do we serve others? And what I think is on Queenie's heart, what I heard her say was to set up a scholarship committee and have it open to others, but have a couple of our teams on the scholarship committee. I want to say something too. You all can. This is discussion point. I I like to see the scholarship be for African American children. Period. What's your thoughts?
Art from Sister Brown.
So it's not a state, like I always say, y'all. Look, this is no statement of hate. And I can pull up the the stats, but last I looked, we're still at $1,700 median income per Black family. We're at -$5 median net worth. This is net worth, rather, median net worth for the single Black woman. And this is a Christian organization, and the Bible teaches us to look after the least of these. And because of our journey here in the United States, our unique journey as descendants of the enslaved, and then sharecropping, and then redlining, and then, I mean, everything that they've thrown at us, I think we have a unique responsibility when we can help African Americans to do so. So that's my plea. What say you? This is up for discussion. What do you say?
I don't see an issue with that. I mean, we have a need, and there's so many scholarships out there that are very niche, just particular. So,
I mean, what Lisa said was all nice and flowery, but if you go straight to the point, we just with Aiden graduating, the amount of scholarships that were segmented, just for, say, hey, if you're of this race, or if you're of this religion, or if you have this disability, you have to have this to qualify for this scholarship. So what's being proposed is not foreign to us. So I don't have a problem with it.
Yeah, and I'm like, oh, go ahead, Sister Brown.
Oh, I was gonna say that yes, like you were saying that a lot of communities, single parent homes, and they have children with inspiring talents, and academically, but they just don't have the resource.
Right.
So yes, I'm on board with starting charity at home.
And thank you. And I just want to be clear. I mean, I really, truth be told, the shock and awe came actually at Aiden's graduation, Lisa and Verl. I mean, I could not believe how little U.S. born African Americans were graduating. I mean, it's staggering. And then it made me look up the stats here, and Katie, and the stats here are from when Phoenix graduated. Phoenix just graduated like 8 years ago or something, right? um, there's just such an influx of foreign-born students, and un- unfortunately, what happens is, everything that's set aside for minorities, they're able to get, and then it kind of edges us out. So my heart my heart is for them. I mean, Queen and I have gone to Africa. We put our money where our mouth is. We've gone to other Caribbean nations too and given back. And you all have helped us give back in some of those instances. So our heart will still be for that. But in this instance, I'm even to the point of maybe one of the criteria is like one of your grandparents have to have, been from the U.S. or something like that. Like, yeah.
ADOS.
I mean, I don't want to get off into these other organizations and stuff that I don't really dig too much. But I think I th- I know that we have a unique journey. We've had a unique journey as African Americans in the United States. It just is, and we have not uniquely been recognized. I mean, usually when we like the civil rights struggle, we ended up as soon as we passed the civil rights bill, we passed the Immigration Act, and so we have. I don't think we've ever really had a chance to reap the benefits of any of our protests. Anyway, okay, discussion point. So the the motion on the floor is for our external scholarship to be one for African Americans of African American descendants of those enslaved in the United States. We'll figure out a better wording, but that's the scholarship. That's the criteria, among others. You want to? We'll probably have an essay, and we'll get with the teenagers and figure out what some good things for them to have. And the amount should be $500 per.
I would like to make it the same. I mean, at least one scholarship for 1,000, and then we'll see how monies flow throughout the rest of the year.
You be writing big checks.
Right.
What's wrong with $500? That'll buy at least 2 books. One
I don't know.
book.
Ask Brother and Lisa. They going through all the expenses.
How much a book costs these days?
It depends, but when you add them all up, you're talking at least $500.
Right. Yeah. All right. I mean, hey, $1,000, the Lord to supply. So that's the motion on the floor. Any discussion on it? All right. No discussion. All right. So that is the motion. Can we go to the vote?
Sure.
All those.
This is
Yeah.
this is. Did we need a second?
All right. Cool. Thank you for
I'll
the
second the
second.
motion.
Yep. Thanks for the second. Yep. And thanks for keeping us in order. Yep. For the second. And then now we take the vote. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Right. Hey, why the booths aren't in here?
Because they being busters. They know they're supposed to be in here.
Huh. David, why aren't you and your brothers in here? Oh, what? And you sit right there, David. Get all your brothers in here. Dang. I'm hearing y'all yapping. Why wouldn't y'all come in here? Come on in. Lisa missed you. Come come dip down, Sister Fryer wanted to see your face. Put your pumpkin head in frame so she could.
You want to see? You want me to put the video on?
No, no, not me.
See, there is Lisa.
Oh, there he is.
Should I
Hi.
beat him?
Good morning,
Should I
No
Henry.
beat
way.
him?
Not at all.
Sister Brown, should I beat him? Come dip down, Jaden, so they can see you. Y'all see
Good morning.
Jaden?
Say hi.
Go ahead,
Yeah,
Jack. How you
big
doing?
boys.
All right.
Good morning.
And Avery live on the phone somewhere. All right. So,
All right.
so the
So did we
motion,
vote?
yeah. Boots. We're voting on an external scholarship for African American descendants of the enslaved, $1,000 scholarship. The motion's already been seconded. We're at a vote. How do you vote? All right, good. Got two more yay votes. All those opposed? Hey, I don't have my Hey, look, Liv, you'll love this. Liv, you'll be able to do this one day, sis. So said, so done. Can she see the gavel?
Hey, they're in Sunday school now.
Oh, okay. Let them. They're in the right place. Let them be. All right. So said, so done. So said, so done. Ah. All
All
right.
right. So then the next thing on the agenda was Sister Brown's recommendation to do back to school supply giveaway.
Bless you.
What was your vision for how that would be carried out, Sister Brown? Where you envision us like purchasing the items and giving them away, or would we be like taking names of families in need and just cutting them a check to buy the stuff on their own? You're on mute, Sister Brown.
Well, I guess could be that, you know, I was thinking community driven, like reaching out to a school, but
Oh, yeah.
you know, to kind of narrow it down.
You know it'd be cool. I'm glad you said that. Piggyback on that, sis. What if we found a school near our mission field, around under the bridge over there? You know.
Yeah, we could definitely adopt. I'm sorry, this is Berlin, but we could definitely adopt the school. And what we would probably find out is that the need is probably far exceeds just needing things. It
Right.
might need volunteerism.
Right. And it might open up. Yeah, it might open up another avenue of giving. So but it's your vision though, sis. What do you think, sis Jeanette?
Yes, that's what was my thought. You know, of course, you know, of course, we wanna find out like within, you know, start at home if
Right.
there's a need, you know, single parent, a need to, you know, members.
Well said.
You
Yeah.
know,
Well said. Yeah.
So I'm writing take care of home first if there is a need. So basically check in with our members first
Yeah.
and then
Children, grandchildren.
outside of that, are you aligned with basically adopting the school?
And she's the one who said it.
Oh, okay. I thought that Berlin said it.
Uh-uh.
So adopting the school, and what about in terms of monies to set aside for this effort? You have a recommendation?
Where's Jared?
Ms. Brown?
I say to like pay into it.
Please.
One more time, you broke up.
No, I'm saying as far as like pay something into it or put something aside for it.
Yeah, so I'm thinking, I mean, we can definitely,
Per individual or something? Or?
no, I'm thinking like a kitty, like of the budget that we have. So we got over 7,000. We've already apportioned 2,000 for scholarships for our own families. We've apportioned another 1,000 for external scholarship. So now that takes us down to 4,000. How much of that remaining 4,200 or whatever we have would you want to apportion to the back to school or adopt the school, back to school supplies effort?
Like 500. Thinking.
Yeah, 500 with a question mark next to it. I mean, it's kind of hard. We don't know the need. You know? Thanks for throwing a number out, sis. But I mean, I think it's kind of hard. We don't know what the need is. You know.
Yeah,
But at least
and
500.
don't have to go to one school. It can multiple like different areas of where we live.
I'm just I'm just wondering what be interested. I mean, in my mind, the first thing I think is backpacks, but I bet if we start talking to those counselors and teachers, it might be food, it might be an outfit. I don't shoes. It could be, who knows.
I mean, and we can, once we identify the school, we can always promote it on social media and get other people to chip in to help support the effort. But I was just thinking we probably want to set aside some seed money. At least we're going to give away at least this much. And if we get more, we can add to it.
So sis said 500. You got it?
I got it.
All right. Go ahead and make your any discussion on it. Okay, any questions? No. Okay. Go ahead and make your motion, sis. Or you want me to make it because I think you got audio.
Oh, I motion to use funding for Lighthouse Ministry children or a community school of our choice, adopt a school to help with school supply, back to school, or clothing or shoes.
Bless you.
Yeah.
Any seconds?
I second.
I second that motion.
So the motion move on the school supplies for helping at home first or helping those in schools. Motion has been moved and seconded. Now we come to the vote. Come on, Jay. Jared knows how to get in here. Come on, son. We're voting on the school supplies in-house or outside of our community, outside of our ministry. All right. All those in favor?
Aye.
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 Got your ayes?
Yep.
Any opposition? So said, so done.
Better watch out for you.
Hey.
Put a ding in your desk.
You're right. All right. Any other business?
So next, well, I think that's it unless there's any other recommendations on the finances and how you want to spend it.
You already asked that question.
So then the only other thing would be Under the Bridge, which is scheduled for next Sunday at 8 a.m. We do have some specific requests, which I'll send out on our text group, but it would be appreciated if our members can adopt one of these people on the list to supply what they're requesting. So we've got several requests for shoes, size 11, size 9.5, 12, 11.5. We've got requests for reading glasses, and then, of course, underwear and women's plus size clothing and laundry detergent. So I'll send out that list. And if you want to adopt, fortunately, Sister Brown was there with us last month. She was able to write down the specific names of the people and what they needed. So if you want to adopt a person, that would be great. Either purchasing it, as a donation, or, as always, if you would like to be reimbursed, we have the money in the account. So just save your receipts and we'll be sure to reimburse you for those expenses.
Bless you.
Yvonne, I had a quick question.
Yep.
Yes. So are these the same people or are they different? The people that we're adopting, the ones that we make the underwear bags for, are they the same ones?
Some of them are different. So there's about 3 names on the list that I recognize. Most of these other folks are new to the list.
Oh, okay. All right.
3 of how many was the total?
3 of maybe 8.
3 of 8 are
repeats.
Repeats? Oh, okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
3 of 8 are repeats. Hey, Charity. Yeah, well said. I don't know if Lisa, you certainly could speak for yourself, but this is what's been in my spirit. I'm wondering if it's time to start doing some kind of rehabilitative actions towards in our mission field. And I don't know what that looks like, but it is concerning that it's the same people week after week after week. And is there something that we can do by way of helping them with a skill, by way of maybe even helping, they could help within this ministry? Like I was thinking about the giveaway, right? We got this, particularly if it's a school giveaway near there, maybe they help with that giveaway. I think it is on my heart that we look at the teach the fish model, right? We've been kind of giving fish for years now. Was that kind of the reason behind your question, Lise?
Yeah, kind of. I wasn't sure. I didn't know if we weren't meeting the need with what we were doing. So they had specifics, you know. But also, yeah, I think it would be great to see them progress, and hate that it's same people over and over. But whatever we can do to assist their progress, I think would be a good idea.
Yeah. I don't know what that looks like. I know the first person I think of is my girl with the food pantry. She seems to do a good job of kind of reactivating.
Ubama.
All right, Queenie, having a
no.
moment. All right.
I don't know who you
Yeah,
talking about with the food pantry.
It's okay. All right, y'all. It's been a wonderful meeting. Any other business that we children like Lana, yeah, Miss Kiva.
Yeah.
All righty. If there's no more business, nothing else, what are we supposed to do? We talked about future business, everything. All right. Any praise reports or prayer requests?
I just want to pray